Today we'll be going through IGCSE Cambridge Mathematics Paper 2 Extended 058022 October November 2019. Question number 1. Write down the difference in temperature between 8 degrees Celsius and minus 9 degrees Celsius. So from minus 9 to 0 and from then 0 to 8. So difference will be 9 plus 8, which is equal to 17. So this will be 17 degrees Celsius. Question number 2. Diagrams are provided. Write down which one of these shapes has rotational symmetry of order 2 and no line of symmetry. Basically, no line of symmetry and rotational symmetry of order 2. This is having rotational symmetry of order 2. One is this location and then it will come to the same location. So these two conditions are satisfied only by the parallelogram. So our answer will be parallelogram. Then question number 3, Carlos changed $950 into euros when the exchange rate is this one. So calculate how much euros Carlos got. So he's converting to heavier currency. So we'll be dividing $950 by 1.368 and this will be equal to 950 divided by 1.368 and this will be resulting to 694.4 recurring, 694.44 recurring, and we can write approximately equal to 694 euros. So 694 euros will be our answer to this one. Then they are saying question number 4 to find the mod of AB matrix. So vector, so this will be mod will be minus 3x value square plus y value square root. This will be equal to AB mod, and this will be basically we can write this one minus 3 squared and plus 5 also squared, and this will be equal to 5.83. So 5.83 will be our final answer. Then question number 5, calculate the volume of a hemisphere with radius 5. So volume V, they have provided the formula. We have to just replace the value. V is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube mean 5 cube, so 5 cube like this one. So 4 over 3 into pi and multiply by 5 cubed, so power 3, and this will be giving us basically we have done mistake in brackets, so this will be equal to 523 523.5 this one. So we'll have to check. Yeah, basically this is volume for hemisphere, which is 500. This is volume of the sphere. Volume of the sphere is 523.5987, but they are asking for hemisphere. So hemisphere will be volume of hemisphere will be equal to 5.23 523.5987 and divided by 2. So we can divide this by 2 and this will be equal to 261.799, or we can write it as 262. This will be rounded answer. So 262 will be this answer. Question number 6. The Venn diagrams show the number of students who study French, Spanish and Arabic. So this detail is provided. Find the number of A union F intersection S. F intersection F will be this region, which is 4 plus 1, 5. And we have to take union with A. So union with A mean this one. So 8 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2. So we can write 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 8. This will be basically the number. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 8, and this is equal to 18. And we can write answer as 18. Then on the Venn diagram, shade F complement intersection S. So F complement mean not in F. Not in F will be this whole area. This whole area will be not in F. And intersection with S. So intersection with S will be only this portion, which if we highlight, this will be this much portion which we'll have to shade. Hopefully you are understanding each and everything, and don't forget to subscribe Maths TV and also press bell icon so that you will be getting intimation or notification for incoming videos as well. So this is basically the part which we need to shade for this part, which is part B of question number 6. So this is done. Question number 7, matrices question, which is M is provided, N is provided, and we have to find Mn, which is multiplication of two matrices. So M is 3 minus 4 minus 2 and 4, and N is 5, 1, 0 and 2, and first row, first column, this will be multiplication. So 3 into 5 minus 4, so 15 minus 4, and first row second column will be 0 and minus 8, so it will be minus 8, and this one will be second row and first column minus 10 and plus 4, minus 10 and plus 4. Similarly, second row second column will be 0 and 8, so this will be 8, and net result for this one will be 11. Then this will be minus 8, this will be 8, and this will be minus 6, and this will be answer for this one, and this is done. Question number 8. Robert buys a car of $8,000. At the end of each year, the value of the car has decreased by 10% of its value at the beginning of that year. So calculate the value of car at the end of 7 years. So at the end of 7 years, so this will be depreciation, so amount will be equal to principal amount into 1 minus r over 100 into this will be t. So minus we are taking in case of depreciation, and appreciation we will be taking plus. So p is 8,000, principal amount into 1 minus rate is 10%, so this one, and time duration is 7 years, so this will be 7, and we will be calculating this 1 minus 10 over 100, and this will be raised to the power 7, and this will be resulting to 3826.37. So we can provide answer over here, $3826. Question 9. The scale of a map is 1:50,000. The area of a field on the map is 1.2 square centimeters. Calculate the actual area of the field in square kilometers. For this type of map scaling question, the easiest technique is that we can take K ratio, which is this divided by this, so it will be 50,000 and divided by 1. This is a scale, which is a ratio which we have taken, and we are dealing with the area, this one. So for area we will be taking k square, for volume we will be taking k cube. So in this case we will be taking 50,000 over 1 will be 50,000, and k square will be this squared. Now this is our ratio which we will be using with this one. Now we can deal with 1.2 square centimeter. So 1.2 square centimeter means centimeters into centimeters. We have to convert this into kilometers, square kilometers. So we have to change this into kilometers. To change this centimeter into kilometer, we will divide by 100, this will be meter, then by 1000, this will be kilometer. So this 1 centimeter we have changed to kilometers, and now we will change this centimeter into kilometers. This will be 100 and then 1000, and this will also, now it will be kilometer. So now this is this value in square kilometers. Now we will multiply this with this k factor, which is 50,000, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros and square. This is k square, and we can put line over here so that it should remain separate, and this will be actual area. Basically actual area will be equal to this one. Now we have to just calculate by the help of calculator. If we take fraction, and this will be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, and this will be square, and then multiplication 1.2, and this will be divided by 100 into 1000, again 100 into 1000, and this will be equal to 0.3. So, and 0.3 will be kilometers square, so we can write here 0.3 as our answer. Now question number 10. Jason receives some money for his birthday. He spends this much of the money and has this much left. So calculate how much money he received for his birthday. So this is basically reverse fractions question. So we don't know the actual amount. Let x be the actual amount. So 11 by 15 of x of the money he Jason receives some money for his birthday. He spends 11 by 15 of the money and has this much amount. So this much amount is left with him. So it means that this is leftover. So leftover will be like he spent 11 by 15. So it means remaining will be 4 over 15. This much amount will be remaining with him. So we will take, instead of 11 by 15, we'll take 4 by 15. Why? Because 4 by 15 is unspent amount, which is equal to 14.40, and we will shift this to other side. So x will be equal to 14.40 multiplied by 15 over 4, and this will be equal to 14.40 multiplied by 15 over 4, and this is equal to 54. So originally the amount he was having was $54 which he receives for his birthday. Now question number 11, calculate x. So they have we can use Pythagoras theorem. So 8 square is equal to 5 square plus x square, and x square will be equal to 8 square minus 5 square. So x will be equal to root of 8 square minus 5 square, and this will be equal to root of 8 square minus 5 squared will be equal to 39 under root, and the decimal value will be 6.244. 6.244. So our answer will be 6.24 will be our rounded answer. Then without using calculator, we have to solve this fraction. We'll change this mixed fraction into improper one. 4 into 2 will be 8. 8 plus 1 will be 9. So 9 by 4 minus 11 by 12. We can equalize the denominators by multiplying this by 3, and this will be equal to 27 by 12 minus 11 by 12. So this will be equal to basically 16 over 12, and we can cancel by 3 fours are 12. We can cancel by 4. So 4 threes are 12 and 4 fours are 16. This will be 4 by 3. So which will be equal to 1 whole 1 by 3. This will be our final answer for this question. Now we can move to the question number 13, which is a triangle, which is not to scale provided. Calculate y. So aside this one we have to calculate. So what we can do, we can find this y by using sine rule. This over sine of this will be equal to this over this. So sine rule we can use. So we can write 12.4 over sine of 74 will be equal to y over sine of 39 degrees. So this implies y is equal to 12.4 multiplied by sine of 39 degrees and divided by sine of 74 degrees, and we can calculate this value. This will be 12.4 sine of 39 over sine of 74, and this value will be equal to, basically we are having multiplication missing over here. Again we have to basically put equal to symbol also. So 8.118, this is equal to 8.118, so approximately equal to 8.12. So our answer will be 8.12 over here. Now question number 14. Jasjeet and her brother collect stamps. When Jasjeet gives her brother 1% of his stamps, she has this many stamps left. Calculate how many stamps Jasjeet had originally. So for this question, basically we can check. This is like this much is stamps left. So we don't know the x. For example, x is the amount which he was having. 1% he has provided, so the remaining are 99%. So remaining will be 99% of x is equal to 2475, and we can shift this to, so this will be 100 into 2475 divided by 99, and this calculation will be 100 multiplied by 2475 and divided by 99 will be resulting to 2500. So our answer will be 2500. This one. Factorize. Question number 15, a part. We have to take the maximum common, which we basically, this is we can write it as 3w squared minus 10 squared. So a square minus b square, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. By this formula we can write this as 3w plus 10 and 3w minus 10. This will be the answer, 3w plus 10 and 3w minus 10. This will be our final answer to this question. Now the b part, they are saying we have to factorize this, so we can take p common from this one and minus 6. So p common from this one will be m plus n, and minus 6 q we can take common from these two, so this will be m plus n. So this will be equal to m plus n and p minus 6q. So this will be final answer, m plus n into p minus 6q. This will be the answer. Question number 16, sector is given, and this sector perimeter we have to find and radius is 15 centimeters. So for the perimeter, basically this is 15, this will also be 15 centimeter, and this length we can calculate. Length will be equal to theta over 360 into 2 pi r, and this will be equal to theta is 26 degrees, so 26 over 360 into 2 pi, and r will be 15, and this calculation will be resulting to 26 over 360 into 2 pi, this will be 2 pi multiplication 15, and this will be resulting to 13 over 6 pi, and our perimeter will be equal to 15 plus 15, this plus this plus this length, which is this, so 13 over 6 pi, and in this one 13 over 6 pi, we just add this plus 15 plus 15, and this will be equal to 36.80. 36.8 will be our final answer. Now proportionality question number 17 is y is directly proportional to the square of this one. So we'll write equation y is directly proportional to square of x minus 1, this one. So we can write y is equal to k into x minus 1 squared. So they are saying y is equal to 63 when x is equal to 4. So this will be 4 minus 1 squared. So this will be 3. Square will be 9. So 63 over 9 will be equal to k. So this implies k is equal to 7. So this value of k we will insert in this equation. So our y will be equal to 7, not 9. So 7 into x minus 1 squared. Now that's all. This is basically find the value of y when x is equal to 6. Yeah, so we have to find the value of y when x is equal to 6. So 7 into 6 minus 1 squared, and this one we can use calculator. 7 into 6 minus 1, and this will be squared, and this is equal to 175, which is the final answer, this value. Question number 18, a rectangle has length 5.8 centimeter and width is one, both correct to one decimal place. Calculate the lower bound and upper bound of the perimeters of the rectangles. So 5.8 upper bound and lower bound. This will be upper bound, this will be lower bound, and upper bound will be 5.85 and lower bound will be 5.75. Now similarly 2.4 upper bound and lower bound, upper bound will be 2.45 and lower bound will basically plus minus 0.05. So this will be 2.35. Now we got calculate the area. So calculate the lower bound and upper bound of the perimeter of the rectangle. So we know, for example, if we take this one as rectangle, so these two sides will be equal and these two sides will be equal in case of rectangle. So for upper bound of perimeter, so P upper bound will be equal to 2 into 5.85, this one, plus 2 into this one, which is 2.45, and this one will be equal to we can write 2 into 5.85 and plus 2 into 2.45, and this will be resulting to 16.6. so 16.6 will be the upper bound, and upper bound we have to write over here. So perimeter of lower bound will be equal to 2 into lower bounds, we can take 5.75 plus 2 into lower bound 2.35, and this will be equal to 2 into 5.75 plus 2 into 2.35, and this will be resulting to 16.2 centimeters. So 16.2 centimeters. This is done. Now question number 19. They have provided the quadratic equation, and we have to solve this quadratic equation, and answer should be correct to 2 decimal places. So the easiest way is by calculator, mod 5 3, and we can check for the coefficient, which is 5 for x square and minus 6 for x, and constant value is minus 3, and this is giving us basically decimal answer. So we'll have to use the quadratic formula. This will be our answers. Basically we can write down this is answer 1.57979, like that one, and the second value will be this one, which is minus 0.37979. So these will be our answers, but we have to provide working properly. This is 4-mark question, we cannot take it loosely. So what we will do, we'll apply the quadratic formula we can apply, and for that one what we can do, we can take it like a value is equal to 5, b value is equal to minus 6, and c value is equal to minus 3. So x will be equal to minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac, b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This will be our quadratic formula, and we will be replacing values in this quadratic formula. By replacing values, so minus into minus b will be 6, so this one, and plus minus b square will be minus 6 squared minus 4 into ac. A will be 5 and c will be minus 3, and over 2 into a will be 5. Now we will calculate this with the help of calculator. So we can first type this plus, and then we will check the negative value. So this is minus into minus 6 bracket close, and plus value we are taking first, so root of minus 6 squared and minus 4 into 5 will be 20, so 20 into minus 3 in brackets and divided by 2 into 5 will be 10, so I will write 10, and plus value will be resulting to the same thing, which is this one, 1.579. so we can write x is equal to 1.57979, so 1.5 basically 8 we can provide value for this. Now the second, which is negative value, for which we will be getting this result, so we'll check for that one. We will change the minus plus with minus, so this plus we will change with minus, and we will get the same answer which is written over here, 0.379. so our answer will be minus 0.37, or you can write 38 after rounding. So this will be our answer. X1 you can do, x2 will be equal to minus 0.38. That's all. This is done. Now question number 20. A car passes through a checkpoint at t is equal to 0. So t is equal to 0, time is this side, speed is this side. So t is equal to 0 will be over here, traveling at 8 meters per second speed. So 8 meters per second speed will be over here, so passing up to this level. So it travels at this speed for 10 seconds. So 10 seconds is this one. So from this point to this point it's traveling straight. Then the car then decelerates, negative acceleration, at a constant rate until it stops at time t is equal to 55. So 50 is this one, 55 will be this point. So this is basically the line which we have to draw on the grid. Draw the speed time graph. So we'll be joining this point with this one, will be showing the deceleration or negative acceleration, and this will be the straight line which is traveling at 8 meter per second for 10 seconds. So this is for 10 seconds, then this is the, basically this is a little, not straight line. No, this is correct. Calculate the total distance traveled by the car after passing through the checkpoint. So basically they are asking for the area under the graph. So we can split into two shapes, like for example this one, if I split it into with the dotted line, we can split like this. So this will be rectangle which is having this side 10, this side 8, so this will be 10 into 8, this area, so which is this area. Now we will be taking the triangle. Area of the triangle is 1 by 2 into base, which is 55 minus 10 will be 45, so 45 multiplied by this side will be 8, and we can calculate this. This will be the distance, so distance will be equal to this one, so we can use calculator for this. This will be 80, so 80 plus 1 by 2 will be 0.5 into 45 multiplied by 8, and this will be resulting to 260 260 meters will be our answer to this question. Hopefully you understood this. Now question number 21, which is similar shapes, and the diagram shows the two jugs that are mathematically similar. They have provided this height, so we can check for the k value, which is ratio. So ratio will be 25 over basically 15, which is equal to, we can check 25 divided by 15 is equal to 5 by 3, or so we will take fraction 5 by 3 as it is, and because that is decimal value is recurring, so I have taken this one. Now if we multiply this value, we will get this. To double check, if you multiply this value by 15, we will get 25. Similarly, we will multiply basically 5 divided by 3, we will multiply this k value with this 7.2, and we will get this x value. So 5 by 3 multiplied by 7.2 will be equal to 12. So this will be basically 12. So now we can write the working, and this is already done. So 7.2 multiplied by 5 by 3 will be equal to 12, and this will be x. So we can write here 12, and 12 will be in centimeters because units they have not mentioned, so we can write 12, or even if you are not mentioning units, even then it is better because they are asking for x value only, right? So you can write as 12 or 12 centimeters, that will be okay. Now B part, the diagram shows 12 glasses, two glasses that are mathematically similar. The height of the larger glass is 16. This is 16 and this is y. And 16. Okay, so height of the larger glass is 16 and volume is 375. So volume is equal to 375. And the height of the smaller glass is y and the volume is 192. So volume ratio, we are taking always volume as k cube. So k cube will be equal to 375 divided by 192, and this will be equal to 375 divided by 192 will be equal to this one. So I will write 125 over 64, and we have to find the length or height. So height will be one dimensional, so we'll be looking for k value, and k value will be cube root of 125 over 64, and this will be equal to, we will take cube root of answer will be equal to 5 by 4, or we can take 1.25. This will be k value. So what we have done, we have taken volume ratio and converted into length ratio, which is 1.5. So y will be equal to 16 and divided by 1.5. Why divided by 1.5? Because this is from bigger shape to smaller shape, so we will be dividing so that we should get answer lesser than 16. So 16 divided by answer will be equal to 12.8. So 12.8 centimeters will be our answer. So we can write 12.8 over here. Hopefully you understood this also. Now question number 22. The table shows information about the numbers of pets owned by 24 students. So total people participating are 24. Calculate the mean number of pets. And for mean we know sigma fx over sigma f. This is basically the formula for the mean, and we can write 0 into 1, 0 multiplied by 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 3 multiplied by 5 plus 4 into 7 plus 5 into 3 plus 6 into 3. This will be our final thing, and it will be, this is sigma fx and divided by sigma f, which is 24. So divided by this will be equal to mean. So we can write here mean, and now this length here calculation we have to do with the calculator. So what I will do, I will multiply them. This is 0 plus 2 into 1 will be 2 plus 2 into 3 will be 6 plus 15 plus 4 into 7 will be 28 and plus 3 into 5 will be 15 plus 6 into 3 will be 18 and divided by 24, and this will give us 3.5. So our answer will be 3.5 over here at the proper location. Jennifer joins the group of 24 students. When the information for Jennifer is added to the table, the new mean is 3.44. Calculate the number of pets that Jennifer has. Now for this question, basically we know that when we multiply this numerator, we are getting 84, which we calculated over here. So 84 plus basically this value plus x value, we don't know that value. Mean this is divided by 25. Earlier it was 24, so Jennifer is added, so now we are 25 people, will be equal to this much, which is 3.44 new mean. Now we can find the value of x. So x will be equal to 25 into 3.44 and minus 84, and we will solve this with the calculator. So it will be 25 multiplied by 3.44 and minus 84 will be resulting to 2. So x value is equal to 2. So number of pets of Jennifer is 2. Question number 23. This is a tree diagram question, and a box contains 6 red pencils, 8 blue pencils. The pencil is chosen at random and not replaced. A second pencil is then chosen at random. Complete the tree diagram. So this is 6 by 14. Remaining will be 8 by 14. So this will be 8 by 14. And this is 8 by 13. So this one pencil is gone. So this is 8 by 13. So remaining will be 6, and this will be 14. So 5 by 13 will be this one. And we have to check for the blue one. So red and blue, again this will be same probability for this. So this is 6 by 14, this is 8 by 14, 5 by 13, and this one will be out of 13, one blue is basically gone. So instead of 8 here we will be having 7, because one blue is already gone over here. So 7 by 13, and this will be still having 6. So 6 over 13 will be probability over here. And this chart is completed. Then calculate the probability that both pencils are red. So red and red will be this one. So we can calculate for red 6 by 14 into 5 by 13. So we can write here 6 by 14 into 5 over 13 will be equal to 6 over 14 into 5 over 13, and this will be resulting to 15 over 91, or we can just multiply this directly. 6 into 5 will be 30 and 14 into 13 will be equal to 182. Basically in probability mostly we are not simplifying, so we are multiplying numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator, and this will be 182 answer. 30 over 182. At least one of the pencils is red, so at least red mean we'll have to include this red, this red, this red, so we'll have to just exclude blue. So 1 minus 8 by 14, which is this blue, and this blue also will have to exclude. So we know total probability is 1, so from the 1 we have subtracted this probability, so this will be 8 over 14 and multiply by 7 over 13, this one, so this will be equal to 9 over 13. 9 over 13 will be the probability for this one to be at least this one. Or as I told you that we are not providing simplified answers, so calculator is giving us simplified answer. So what we can do, we can write it as 1 minus 8 into 7 will be 56. 56 over 14 into 13 will be 182. So this one we can write we can write 182 over 182 minus 56 over 182, basically equalizing denominator. So 182 minus 56, 182 minus 56 will be equal to 126. So 126 over 182 will be our unsimplified answer over here. And we are done with the paper. Hopefully you understood each and everything. And don't forget to subscribe Maths TV. If you like the video, press bell icon also, so that you will be getting notification for incoming videos. Introduce this channel to your respected teachers and also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Thank you very much for watching Maths TV. Take care. Bye.